were too sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is March 31st, 2024. I am Drew.
And I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 Chicago-based sibling sports and entertainment butthole buffoonery 69 celebrating. It's the wettest podcast. This side of the Mississippi, that side of the Mississippi. We couldn't get any spicier. We're the tastiest podcast north of the equator. We are MELLONfights.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Tara's basically decided she's not going to say we're MELLONfights, is what I've realized.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that's what I was supposed
We
to
are
do.
MELLONfights, and you usually go MELLONfights.
MELLONfights.
Now you just go, yeah, or yum yum, or goo 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 geeky.
Just try different things.
Different
I
things.
guess
She's trying
it's not
different things. It's
working.
the intro, you know.
MELLONfights.
MELLONfights. People need to know who we are that have never heard it. If I say MELLONfights, they might go, what did he say? But they don't want to hit backwards, and Tara doesn't say MELLONfights again. To
All right.
let you guys know that we're MELLONfights.
We
America's
are MELLONfights.
#1 podcast. I'm just going to put it there. I'm just saying we're America's #1 podcast, and I'm not even fuck around anymore. We're the best. #1 in what way? Doesn't matter. We are
All the ways.
#1. This is episode 102.
Ooh,
102, Tara.
look at that. We got there quick.
We got there very fast. Next week is our 2-year anniversary.
Holy
We're 1
crap.
week away from 2 years. It felt really weird. Our anniversary comes like in the middle of the 2 episodes. So we're going to celebrate it next week. We're not going to celebrate it early because that seems stupid. Seems real stupid to celebrate it early. So we're going to celebrate it a little bit late.
Because we're not there yet.
Because we're not there yet. We didn't get to 2 years.
Who knows? Maybe we might have a falling out and we never
Yeah,
do
what if
another
we have a
pod
falling
ever.
out before the next pod?
It happens. Families fall out.
Families fall out. I'm mean as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we're both dressed for Easter. We're dressed to impress. I got my flowers. This feels Eastery to me. And Tara, I think is that an Easter outfit?
Yeah, I think it's nice and bright and springy.
Sure.
You know.
I was driving around today, and there's a bunch of churches getting let out, and there was just like so many people, a lot of groups of women, a lot more women. I'm gonna be honest, I saw a lot more women at Easter Sunday than men. So I don't know what that says.
It says
Women
that
love God more right now.
We're all
Even
going to heaven.
women are going to heaven. Is that what's going on there? What is that?
I don't know.
Are there more Christian women than men? I think are men just like, even when they
That
are Christian, they don't
seems
tend to go to
crazy.
church.
Yeah, I don't really know.
That seems crazy. I don't know, man.
Well, especially because like some churches try to suppress women, so I don't know why they would go there.
But that's the thing is that doesn't
They
seem to
want
matter.
to be suppressed.
Doesn't seem to matter. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I like people like all these men that are stopping my my rights. I feel like there's a woman behind them too that's going like, yes, I agree with this. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Like some of the loudest,
Handsmaid.
huh?
Handsmaids.
A lot of the big things in history where like, the wife of a president was behind some of like the buzzkill shit out there in the world. Not that I'm not saying reproductive rights are buzzkills, but I'm just saying like sometimes the loudest Christians is the female side.
Well,
I don't know if they're trying to prove to their husband that they really are, so they don't get a beaten again. I don't know what's going on there.
maybe that. Also, just like manipulation, brainwashing, all things.
Or they believe, or we're saying that's not being fair to people that are religious, though. They might just believe in God very deeply. How about that?
Sure.
I think that could be a lot of it. Jesus Christ rose today after 30 hours of being dead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Crucified.
I say it's about 30 hours. That's my guess. Controversial, I'd imagine. I don't know. It doesn't actually say. Does it?
On the third day, he rose again.
Yeah, but it doesn't say it was 3 full days. It says he dies. And then
Who
on the-
knows how they were counting time back then?
Right? Was the sun even moving at the same speed? I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know how things worked back then.
Mm-mm.
Do anything for Easter, Tara? I like I said, I made some ribs and stuff. I actually worked a little bit today, and I watched both Wonkas. We're going to talk about that for a second, just so you know.
Ooh.
But we'll talk about that in a moment here. But what did you do? Because I'm going to rant on that for a moment. But what did you do today?
Well, I watched some basketball. I went over to Mom and Dad's. Mom was the only one there. We had ourselves a nice little steak lunch dinner moment.
What kind of
baked
steak?
potato. Filet is my favorite
Oh.
cut of steak.
Okay.
Some zucchini.
Mm.
And afterwards I said, hey, Ma, you cool with me scooting out of here?
Yeah.
And I just was really over being around people.
Sure.
Because I worked all weekend, and she was like, yeah, girl, get out of here. So came home, watched a little more basketball.
Jeannie's going to be home for a while. That's rare for her. I don't feel
I
like
know.
she's rarely at home alone.
I know.
You two will
I told
probably
her to
hang- I'd
lock
imagine
the
you-
door.
I imagine you two will hang out a decent amount.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll be alone for a week or so plus.
Well,
So,
she works a lot this week, so
still
yeah.
going home to an empty house, which is rare for her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
she'll get some sleep.
Some sleep. What happened to your wrist? What's going on there?
Heard it. I heard
Are
it.
you faking it to be the cool kid at school?
No.
Heard it doing what? Shaking drinks? What are we talking about here?
I heard it. So it had been really bugging me. Like first, I took a nap, and then it was like hurting, and then it was kind of getting better, and then I was at my pole dancing class, and
oh my god,
had a weird grip and did a spin, and my hand hurt real bad. I couldn't finish class.
Could that possibly be God being saying maybe you shouldn't be pole dancing anymore, Teabags?
I don't know
why. Is Teabags your pole dancer name?
It's Tea Magic.
It's Teabags, but it's fine.
I don't know why he would give me such sexiness if he wasn't going to allow me to show it on the pole.
We are blessed. I will say that. I was actually, I don't know if you've seen like the posters for the new Roadhouse remake.
Yeah.
I pretty much look like Gyllenhaal on the cover of that poster. That's
Definitely.
the look I'm going for right now. Pull it up. Google it. Look at it. Roadhouse movie poster. Oh, yeah. The Gyllenhaal one. Oh, you're doing it on your phone. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty much my look right now.
Oh, it is your look.
Is it not? We're the same
it's
dude.
almost the same exact shirt.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull this down. I mean, I have this. I didn't know. I mean, they call me G Hall Jr.
I mean, it's
G Hall?
good.
That's right. G Hall Jr. Though we're probably a very similar age. I bet you he's a little older than me. What do you think?
Yeah, I bet he's like 42.
Yeah, just a couple years older is my guess. He was born in 80. So yeah, he's 43. He turns 44 this year. So he's almost 4 years older than me. He's basically 3.5 years older than me. Cool. So we both look the same. I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to make a little clip and I'm going to put him, it's going to be us side by side. Hold on. Let me try to do the pose. Hold on. How's that look?
Kind of gotta be kind of.
What shoulders dropped? This one's kind of dropped like. Gyllenhaal.
I mean.
I'm the cooler. Is it the same?
It is.
Is it the same?
I mean, I actually thought that I was sitting across from Jake Gyllenhaal.
Are we talking Roadhouse 2?
Yeah.
Me and Gyllenhaal are long lost twin brothers. I don't know how this one ends. What if he dies at the end? I don't know how this one ends. I haven't seen it yet.
I don't.
But I'm pitching it right now. Roadhouse 2, the reboot. So not a reboot again, but Roadhouse the reboot 2. So not a sequel to the original with Swayze. I wouldn't touch it.
No. Why
Maybe
would
me
you?
and Gyllenhaal could almost me and Gyllenhaal could do the reenactment of the old Chippendales sketch with Farley and and Swayze, and be me and Gyllenhaal doing the Chippendales thing. What do you think?
I think so.
I mean,
because you definitely have the dance moves on
I'm
them.
definitely
You're definitely
pure sex appeal, sex from tip to toe.
and he just has a really nice physique.
That's all though. That's all he's got going for him because my moves would be better
Yeah.
for sure.
For
Gyllenhaal.
sure.
Gyllenhaal. This is me saying, hey, let's get together. Let's do the Chip and Dale's reenactment from the classic sketch with Farley and the other guy. Like
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze. You
Swayze
freaking
in
love
the-
Swayze.
I know.
You
he's
get turned on every time
I
you
got
talk
I'm
about
a little
him.
excited. I'm too excited about the Swayze stir.
I know.
He's on my screen right now because when I Googled Roadhouse movie poster, I couldn't help but get both movie posters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I gotta watch that just to hate it. I will hate it so much. I promise I'm gonna hate that.
Yeah.
It will not be like Wonka where I was like blown away by it. No way, no how. No way.
You can't recreate Roadhouse. I'm sorry.
Because it's a remake. Wonka was not a remake.
No.
That's why I hated the Tim Burton Johnny Depp one. It was like the same story, just done shittier.
Yeah.
This, speaking of, so we've always watched, well, not always, we started watching Willy Wonka on probably about 10 years ago at our first apartment here. We started watching Wonka on Easter. So we watched both today. We watched the original first and then we watched Wonka again. I didn't want to see Wonka back to back.
Yeah.
So we did the original first. It's a nice tight, like an hour and 45 minutes. Beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. You're in and you're out. It's like all of a sudden they're on the fucking car, the Wonka mobile.
Oh yeah.
It's called. And it's like, I'm like, we're at the Wonka mobile already? How the hell?
It cooks.
It cooks. But the new one cooks too. It's not bad. But I have a new takeaway. Grandpa Joe about to get a reprieve, I believe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, is gung ho as I've been about how for decades now, not decades, at least a decade where I've been like, Grandpa Joe's the biggest piece of shit ever.
Yeah.
I saw it through new eyes, Tara. I saw it through new eyes, and I think it's a take.
All right, let's hear it.
Hold on, let me pull it up. I got some notes. I don't want to mess it up.
I'm very surprised. I wasn't expecting this
Tara,
to go this way.
So check it out.
Okay.
I have a new theory. Rewatching it.
All right.
I rewatched it, and I caught some new things.
Okay.
I think what we have going on here is Munchausen by proxy.
Oh, God.
I think that Charlie's mom is keeping all 4 old people sick in bed.
Why?
Because what do you mean why? That's what people that do Munchausen, that's because they are crazy.
Is she getting any attention from it? I don't think so.
Tara, they don't. It's not just for attention. It's like to feel needed. It's not about attention. It's about feeling needed. Don't shit on this before.
I'm
do a little
listening.
research on Munchausen before you say why.
I'm listening.
Why would anyone ever do that?
I'm just questioning.
Listen to this.
I'm keeping the dialogue going.
Listen to this.
I'm
right
listening.
now.
I'm listening.
The mom, Charlie Bucket's mother, Mama Buckets. I don't know her name. Does she have a name?
I think it's just mom.
Charlie Bucket's mom is Munchausen by proxy. All 4 old people. It's my new theory. I'm watching. There's a couple things that happen. A couple things that tell me that. First of all, there's the tobacco scene where he's like, he says, I'm going to give up the tobacco. He says, I'll give it up. You do not buy, like, if we think bread is a smorgasbord, is a feast, then I don't need tobacco. And instantly, his mom goes, he's like, Dad, you need your tobacco. Kind of like, you need your tobacco, Dad. She like instantly shuts it all down, and he was like, I don't need it. And then they're like, they kind of agree. And then later, in the secret of night, they're being very quiet. You think it's because they don't want to wake anyone up. They just don't want to wake Mom up. They don't want to make Mom up. And he's like, I didn't buy the tobacco. I bought your chocolate because I love you, Charlie. I think he's a great grandpa. I think he's being held hostage. Because check this out. What does she do? What's her job, Tara?
She does laundry.
She does laundry. Have you seen what everyone's wearing in that bed? They're the dirtiest motherfuckers ever. She couldn't wash something for these guys? She couldn't sneak a shirt in once a day to get one of them washed up? Come on. Tara, and then there's all this, Grandpa gets up, and the only reason she's allowing it is because there's a chance at this chocolate factory. She's like, there's a way out. Like, I got to let Grandpa Joe go to this chocolate factory because we get a lifetime supply of chocolate.
Why couldn't she go, though?
Because Charlie wants Grandpa to go.
Okay.
And Grandpa gets up. Grandpa like, I'm fighting this Munchausen. I mean, why can't she go? It's all Tara. And Grandpa has all this young twilight in his eye, and a spark is back in his eye. And then he gets away, and if you notice, he gets a little bit stronger throughout the day when he's there he's getting further away from whatever she's poisoned with in their cabbage stews. Tara, Munchausen by proxy. I think Grandpa Joe, Tara. Okay, so that's real. I believe that. What's your take on that? And then I got to tell you something else. First of all, Grandpa Joe was in bed for 20 years, but let me tell you something about that after you give me your take, because then we're gonna go on to something else. Same thing, or same movie, but. What do you think about the Munchausen?
It's a take. I mean,
rewatch
this is what I'll
with
say.
With your eyes
when
on
you
it.
said like how he got like a little, like there was a spark in his eye.
Yeah, little pep in his step.
A little pep in his step. That's the only.
But
I feel like if she really had it, she would have done something to make it where Grandpa Joe could not have gone the next day because.
No. She's seen it. She's tired of being fucking poor, though. She's tired of the poorness.
But she could have gone with Charlie and felt that unpoorness herself.
No. Grandpa Joe got his ass up, and he was ready to go. He was cooking. She couldn't shut it down. Charlie would have not had it. There's no way Charlie was having that happen. And here's my final kicker on it, Tara. Okay. We look at Grandpa Joe, right? Of course, he's so old. He can't get out of bed. He's such an old man. Do you know how fucking old he was in that movie? The actor? Like 64. He's the same age as our dad. Meaning he's been in bed for 20 years. He was 44 when he got into that goddamn bed.
My God.
All four of those oldies been into that bed for 20 years. They're all in their like 40s. What the fuck was Charlie's mom doing?
Oh my God.
Did I say you a little more there on that? They were in their early 40s when they got in that goddamn bed. Because they're only in their early 60s. The other ones might be a little older, but Grandpa Joe's the actor was 64 years old in that movie.
And she
Our
was
father's age.
She was probably taking some like detergents or something from her job and putting it in the.
Exactly.
And then once Charlie turned 40, she would do the same thing. It's this thing about 40. I think she was abandoned by her husband.
40. I don't think 40, but she might have killed her husband. Let's talk about that. He might be dead because of her.
Yeah.
He might have killed her because he figured it out. Like, why are our parents so sickly and old in bed? They're only 40.
Yeah. And then he found the detergent.
Yes.
And she she drowned him in one of the big tubs.
Yeah.
And they're saying that he actually hit his head and fell into it and drowned.
Yeah, this part might be a little bit of a stretch. The Munchausen's real, but I don't know where Dad went. She probably did kill him.
Definitely killed him.
Or at least he couldn't handle it anymore and he left because he just didn't want to go. They never say how he dies, and I think she may have killed him. You're right. It might be the basin, drown him. But so I think I sold you there when I told you how old they are.
Yeah.
When they went into that bed. 40
that's
something. Like 40.
Us.
Yeah. Yeah, so check that out. They also make Willy Wonka. Do you know how old Gene Wilder is in this movie? 38 years old. And he's talking about retiring because it's time. He's got to he's given away his chocolate factory because he's so old and tired that he has to find a child to take over for him. At 38, what is happening in this movie? At 38, is he about to go climb into bed too for 20 years? Is that just what happens in this world?
Yeah, once you hit 40, it's time for
bed.
Over.
It's like those memes we see where it's like, when I'm 23 at 4 a.m. the next day, I'm like jacking off in soup, having a good time. And then it's like when you're 40 and it's like laying dead on the stairs. It's like, maybe we're wrong. Maybe when you're 40, it's over. Not from my experience.
No.
But, so yeah, that is my newest take. Grandpa Joe has a new reprieve. I don't think he's a bad guy at all. I think he's a fun ass grandpa. I think he's back to what we're supposed to think he was when he was kids, when we see through that lens. I think he really was that like fun guy. He's like, come on, Charlie, let's have a little fun. They do almost die. But then he starts farting. That's hilarious. A grandpa farting.
He's burping.
Oh yeah. That's right. I don't know why I said farting.
They fart in the new one with the lifting candies.
Yeah, that movie. They do?
Yeah.
Forgot about that. So yeah, that's my new take. And then the rewatch of Wonka, I liked it just as much. I actually got wrecked even more at the end. I was like, I had to get a workout in, so I rode the bike for the last half hour, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that.
And cried.
And I was like crying while riding the bike. So that was my Easter. Is I have a whole new take on Munchausen by proxy.
All right.
Yeah, it's not about attention really. Sometimes it may be, but it's also about like power and like feeling needed. And she just held all those old people in their 40s.
Hostage.
So she was probably started doing it in her 20s. She started doing it for Charlie was even born.
She's a sick bitch.
Oh man, Charlie's dad probably. Yeah, how did that happen? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I think there's a new way to look at that movie. It's the thing about that movie is it's really fun to break it down like that.
Yeah.
So Hoops is happening. Final Four is set. I watched literally no games this weekend. I know last week I said it's my favorite part of March Madness is Sweet 16 weekend. I saw nothing.
Okay.
I had stuff going on. I saw nothing. Sorry.
That's okay. There was some close games, some fun games.
Takes.
Yeah, what are
Definitely
they?
have fucking takes. Oh no, what are yours first? You watched some.
I didn't watch a ton of them. This is what I'll say. UConn's good.
Yes, we talked about that last week. UConn's actually.
I will just say that again. They are good. Their ball movement, just they're just basketball smart. They're athletic.
I think they have the best coach in the Final Four too.
Yeah.
And he's perfect for the new era of college basketball and how it goes and how to coach it. And he knows how to do it. He feels like he's ahead of the game a little bit on this, on how to like get the players motivated and this new NIL and transfer portal, which we can talk about a little. I do want to talk about that a little bit along like company that with women's Final Four, which we'll talk about too. But yeah, so the Final Four is set. It just so if you guys don't know, it's Duke. Nope, not Duke. North Carolina State as an 11 seed, which is really fun because the last time they won, I think they were an 11 seed when they won it.
Really?
As like, yeah, they won it a long time ago. As like, they're like the lowest seed ever to win it. NC State.
Were they a 7 or 9?
Championship. 1983. North Carolina State's victory has often been one of the greatest college basketball upsets in history. They were only had 52 teams back then. Give me the fucking seed. Valvano was their coach. It's like a buzzer beater where it was like a missed air ball and and he dunked it at the last second. Have you ever seen that clip? It's amazing. What was their seed? It's not saying what their seed is for some fucking reason. How stupid is that? Tell me what their seed was. It should be like the first thing.
Right.
They were an 11. No, that's what was he in the Final Four joining? Yeah, but tell me what the seed they were then, you stupid pieces of shit. So stupid. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They were a low seed, though. It was like a big upset. They were a low seed. They were a 6 seed. That's still pretty low.
Yeah.
Anyway, not as close to an 11 seed, though. So, they're probably not going to win it because UConn's really good.
Yeah.
Apparently, Purdue's good. Purdue here is Purdue in the Final Four. We didn't believe it. I still don't think they're going to be good enough to beat a team like UConn. Alabama. It's Alabama as the 4th team. NC State, Alabama. I don't even know who's playing who.
Alabama's playing UConn and Purdue's playing NC State.
Of course they are. Purdue gets probably the easiest matchup. So
I think they're still going to lose.
I think so too. I think that big boy is going to throw Edie around like a little bitch.
Yeah, because he's a thickums and he can hold his own.
Yeah, what were your big takeaways from this weekend? Because again, I didn't watch it except for I still think Purdue is a fraud, and I think UConn's clearly the best team in the nation, and I think they're probably the best program in the nation right now. They're doing it. I think they got it figured out right now.
Yeah, I mean, NC State is a fun team. Like, it's always fun to have at least one lower seeded, but they're playing some good ball. They played against some decent teams, and
sure. I mean, they won the ACC tournament, so it's not like they're a trash team. They probably are. Honestly, they probably were ranked lower than they should be.
Right, because the
ACC championship probably not be the 11th seed.
Yeah. And then, like you said, Purdue, I still am a non-believer. If they can make a believer out of me, great. But I mean, they've done much better than I thought they were going to do. That's for sure. They've been playing better basketball. They've kind of been blowing teams out.
Yeah.
But I still just don't believe in them, which is probably bad on me.
Yeah, I think that's just our bias. But also,
Yeah.
we've seen them. We watched them play teams in the Big Ten and just not look that good in our opinion.
Right. Like the Badgers.
So how bad are these teams they're beating? How bad are college basketball teams? Is maybe my point. You know, here's the thing. If you care if I move on to the next thing I want to talk about with it. So here's the thing: is the NIL and the transfer portal is out of control.
Yes.
I have no problem with NIL. Pay these players, but you have to fix something with the transfer portal. These guys are transferring every year, and whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, but it's bad for the game of basketball.
Yeah.
It's not the money that they all are getting right now is going to go away because people are going to care less and less about it.
Yes.
Like, because it's already happening. I mean, I am. And then you look at a sport like women's college basketball, which is flourishing right now. And all these people are playing at the same schools every year. They're not transferring school to school. I'm sure there's a little bit of it going on.
Yeah.
You know, but it's becoming huge. Tomorrow, the Elite Eight, Iowa is playing
LSU.
LSU, a rematch of last year's national championship game?
Yep.
Right? And it's a rematch of it. And people are buying, people are paying like 4 times the amount of Final Four games for the men's game already.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to see it because they know who these characters are.
Exactly. It's like there's actual rivalries. It's not just like, oh, we have this long-standing rivalry, which is great too, but it makes it less awesome when you have people that you don't even know. You've never seen them before. You don't have this like history with them.
I think that's the one thing that Purdue's got going for it is they do have Edey, and he's been there forever, so people know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
We hate him because of it. So
exactly, but that's a good thing.
But like, there's no one I want to. I'm like not like I gotta see this player. There's no Zion right now, or anything even of that nature. You know, I'm the next big draft pick. There's no big guy coming out this year either. That's the thing is these high draft picks are sometimes not even playing in college basketball anymore. So it's coming from foreign stuff, you know, like foreign countries and things like that. And I don't know where the women's college game, though I don't like to watch it as much. Like I don't like the game as much. I think it's a better product right now.
Right. And it's showing because people are excited. And I know like Caitlin Clark has really made it boom and hopefully that continues.
It's going to be the thing about the men's tournament is characters or not, it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah. Where
these women's games, if there's not the characters, people aren't going to tune in. Like South Carolina is undefeated and no one knows who's on the team. I know some people know who's on the team, but people know Caitlin Clark. And there's a reason Caitlin Clark, and they know what Reese is what's her first name? Help me out.
Angel Reese. And then also Flau'jae Johnson.
Sure, they know her, but they know Angel Reese. But they know Angel Reese and they know Caitlin Clark. I've never heard Flau'jae Johnson. You just said her name. That's probably right. I know
she has like a million. She's on like 5 commercials.
That's
Flau'jae
fine.
Johnson.
That's fine. I promise you, more people know who Angel Reese is.
Well, definitely, because they had that rivalry last year.
Right. Flau'jae Johnson, she's on stuff because she's on that national championship team again, but she's not as big of a character as some of these people. If these characters are gone, I don't know that if it'll still be as much of a gung ho thing. I think it's going to be more dependent than the men.
Well, they got to find people to push. Like, they really have to.
That's the thing. But the thing is, it's not like they found... Caitlin Clark has been so,
awesome,
good. That's been impossible not to push her. Her numbers were so good that it was hard not to, like, catch it. And then LSU was propped up because they played against her. You know? If LSU had beat someone else last year, no one would probably know who they are. If Angel Reese hadn't done the "you can't see me" thing in her face. Mm-hmm. Here's what I'll say about both of these 2 ladies. They're both annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark's far more annoying. Like her dad's like, dad can't stand her bullshit.
Right.
It's like, why are you getting...
Her dad's like, cut it out.
Like she like gets up in referees' faces and like touches them and shit. It's like, what are you doing? Like it is so fucking inappropriate. And she's like, I'm like, you've done nothing. You've won nothing. You have the most points ever. Congratulations. That's amazing. But you haven't won anything, so get out of this guy's face. You're on the WNBA where they're going to be better athletes than a bunch of Big Ten ladies. Like, relax a little bit. I think she's going to be good in the pros.
Mm-hmm.
But man, like her attitude is terrible. And then
really
Angel Reese, I actually don't have that much of a problem with her. I just find her to be some of her stuff to be lame. Like she did the You Can't See Me, and then she was doing a loser on her forehead. I'm like, you're so lame.
I don't know. I like the loser.
Yeah, it's lame. I've always found it lame. Like, come on. I don't know. I think they're both a little like, I'm like, what? You're acting like
well, the thing is,
teenagers. It's not the same. It's not like coming off as cocky or confident. It's coming off as like childish. That's my thing for it. There's all sorts of dudes that do shit like that drive me nuts. I'm like, this is annoying. Like, chill out.
Yeah, like the guy from Duke.
What did he do?
Was acting like he was the most injured person that ever existed, and then he wasn't.
Sure, that's just players. They're dumb. I just mean like antics when you are doing well. It's like, chill out.
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen's the worst. I hated Grayson Allen.
Exactly.
But like, that's the one thing I love about Giannis is he doesn't do a lot of shit to draw. Like, he'll do the best every once in a while. He'll like flex because he was like, fuck yeah, I finally got it. You guys are following me every time.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly he's pretty, I don't know, together. I just think that we'll see what happens. Hopefully some more women they can prop up.
Yeah.
Because if anything's been proven, it's like women are willing to spend dollars on other women.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift has proved that. And now there's these women basketball players that are really big. And I'm not saying men aren't watching him, but it's definitely women that are very excited about it.
Well, I mean, just think about like Livy Dunn, who no one cares about. Like, that's not fair to say, but outside of the Olympics, you don't hear a ton about women's gymnastics. But like, she kind of brought more eyes to it, and then other girls from other schools started getting some play just because they were at the same meet as Livy Dunn.
And people saw how good they were.
Yeah. And they're like, this is awesome. So it's like...
Yeah, the same thing can happen with basketball.
Definitely.
Problem is Caitlin's leaving. Reese, is she leaving? I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know how that works. I know she's leaving. I don't even know what year she is or if she's leaving early or anything like that. There's also the girl from South Carolina. That's amazing. What's her name?
I can never remember.
They're 36-0 though.
I know.
What's her name? Tessa Johnson is good, but that's not who I'm thinking of. Maybe it is. Tessa Johnson I know is good. No, there's someone with a name like Boo Boo or something like that, or Juju. You know what I'm talking about? Who's she play for? You don't know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I don't know who she plays for.
What's her name though?
Juju.
Yeah. Juju Walker or something like that? Am I making this up? Juju Watkins. Juju Watkins. That's her name. She plays for, she was for USC. But she's like really good. Mm-hmm. People are excited about her. She's only 18, so she's not going. I don't know if women go pro early very often, so I don't know what the plan is for that. I don't know, especially with NIL money now.
Right.
If the NIL money is better than the pro money, why do it?
Right.
Honestly. So, but yeah. Any other basketball stuff?
I don't think so. But I will be watching that game tomorrow. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll watch it for sure. I think. Probably. I can't promise. I kept acting like I was going to watch some of these games. But I haven't been watching the men's games. I don't know. I get sidetracked and I don't watch them. There's just so many games going on at all the times, and I can only watch so much shit. I still been watching the Bucks I was like, last night, I'm like, I'm not going to watch the Bucks. I can't handle these losers anymore. I'll just be mad if they lose tonight. I can't handle it. And then I watched it and they won, but I still didn't love watching it.
Yeah, I struggle.
2 weeks left of that, and then we'll be in the playoffs. We can talk that a little bit. Baseball started. Anything you want to say about baseball?
The Brewers won.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's so early. Baseball is the longest, and there's nothing really going on is Shohei's thing, and I don't even know what's going on with that. We need a lot more information for it.
Yeah, we do.
That anymore, so.
Lots more.
Let's move on to some of our lists.
All right.
List, plural, guys. First things first. Do you want to start with our 2002 list, or do you want to do the other thing?
I got 3 lists.
Oh, you did do that third list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you?
I have 3 lists as well.
Okay.
Well, let's do it. Let's do, guys, because it is April. Nope. Uh,
It
yeah,
will
April
be.
1st tomorrow. Tomorrow's April 1st. We decided
When-
to do a couple of lists because April showers bring May flowers. So we're going to do our top 5 shower scenes and our top 5 flowers. Top 5 shower scenes and top 5 flowers. I'm excited to hear Tara's shower scenes because I have a handful of them, but it was hard to pick my top 5. I got them
So
for a bunch of different reasons, but yeah, so I have a top 5. Tara, did you come up with 5 or no?
I did, but I have a question.
What's that?
Is a bathtub scene a shower scene?
I would say no, but I avoided them.
Well, I can take them off. I just have to quickly do that.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Do you want me to go first? All of them, just to do all mine, or?
Yeah. Well, or should we do every other?
I don't know why.
Okay, you could do yours first.
Hold on, Munchausen by proxy. Where's it at here? You might have some of mine, and then I have some other showers here. So these are my top 5 shower scenes in honor of April showers. My top 5 shower scenes. My number 5 shower scene, Tara, is the shower scene from 2006's Casino Royale because it's so weird.
It is weird.
If any of them on your list, you can go ahead and talk about them. Is that on your list?
No.
It's such a weird shower scene, but somehow I'm turned on by it. I don't know why. I like it. I think it's just like because it's a wet lady with blood. Ooh, it's weird. No, it's so weird when he starts sucking on her fingers. What a weird fucking scene. But it makes my top 5 list because it's the weird. It's the only one that makes it because it's weird. Like, this is so weird. Do you have 5? We can go every other if you have your 5 now.
Yeah, I do.
All right, what's your number 5?
So my number 5 is the shower scene from Pitch Perfect.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I missed that one.
When they're singing in the shower. Well, she goes and takes a shower and she starts singing Titanium, which is an amazing song.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls from the a cappella group hears her and comes and joins her in the shower. And they start harmonizing.
When we go over this, you don't have to tell us the whole shower scene. Like, we're going to assume that they know. You say what you like about it.
I like the whole scene.
Okay.
So,
but we know,
I like
we know what a shower scene is. Like,
yeah.
Yes, I agree. That's a good one. I actually can't believe I missed it because I do like that one. It has one of my top dogs in it.
I like at the end.
And Brittany Snow is also. I like the. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I like at the end when you realize she was in there with her boyfriend or a guy, the girl that joined her, and he goes, "You have a beautiful voice."
It's Brittany Snow. Brittany Snow joins her.
No, but
hold on, something just fell. It was.
When Brittany Snow joins her, but then at the end, her boyfriend.
I know, but Brittany Snow. Stop saying the girl. It's Brittany Snow. It's Anna Kendricks and Brittany Snow. No, I like it because it's like they're both in the shower and wet, and it's like I know you don't see anything, but it's still sexy.
It's funny.
It's implied, nudity implied. So I like that. You gotta like implied nudity.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 shower scene from 1991 is What About Bob? When Bob is taking a shower after he ends up in the lake and they're trying to decide if he can stay for dinner, and he's taking a little shower and like
outside. I forgot about
listening.
that.
It's such a good shower scene.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me laugh. It's like one of my favorite parts of the movie because they're like arguing that he has to stay and they're letting him shower, and he's just listening, and then they say yes, and he like gets a little smile and goes and lets the water run down his face. So yeah, outdoor shower. You didn't think of that, did you, Teabags?
I was trying to think of an outdoor shower and I couldn't think of any.
I can think of many other ones, but yeah. Okay. So number 4 is What About Bob's shower scene.
So my number 4 shower scene doesn't actually. There's no water involved, but it is in the shower, and it's in Final Destination, and it's one of like the creepiest deaths and. Where there's like a clothesline and going across the shower, and it chokes the guy to death.
Oh,
And it is so creepy. And because Aunt Mary at their old house, they had one of those clotheslines in their shower.
Dryers,
And
yeah.
I was always like, oh my God, I'm going
Mm.
to die.
I don't really remember that. It's from the first Final
He
Destination?
he slips and falls and it just chokes him.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
Mhm.
I haven't seen the first one in a long time. Who is it
Yeah.
that dies that way?
One of the twin brothers, the other twin brother. So they
don't
think
remember.
it's like a suicide
Oh, wow.
because his twin brother died in the actual plane crash.
My number 3 shower scene is the 1994 Sylvester Stallone, Sharon Stone vehicle, The Specialist. I don't know if you've ever seen this, Tara. It's real bad. Really. Sylvester Stallone's like protecting Sharon Stone, I believe. There might be some double crosses. I don't remember exactly. But they bang in the shower at one point, and it is like you get Willis butt, Stone boob, and it's like the biggest shower ever. They're like banging on the ground of
Is
it.
it Willis
like,
or Sylvester Stallone?
What'd I say?
You said Sylvester Stallone, then you said Willis butt.
Oh, Stallone. I don't know why I said Willis, but it's Stallone butt,
Okay.
Sharon Stone boob and butt, whatever. But anyway, so it's so strange here. It starts off, all of a sudden they're just in the shower banging, right?
That's how the movie starts out?
No, the
Oh.
scene. They're having sex in the shower.
Yeah.
They're going at it. It's ruckus. And then they have a conversation afterwards in the shower. Like now they're having their conversation in the shower about what's going to happen next in the movie, where like at one point they're like kind of like helping each other clean a little bit, but they're just having a conversation. But it's just like, it's like a shower. It's almost like a shower from like a gym. And she like, at one point he like turns his back to her. She walks up behind him, is like kind of rubbing her back, his like scrubbing his back with her hands. And he reaches back with his arm and like grabs her head and then like pulls her back or pulls her around and like think like to kiss her. It's like there's sex. It's so weird. I lied. I said that the Casino Royale is the only weird one. This one is also weird, but also when I was a kid, I was like, whoa, Sharon, I think I hadn't seen Basic Instinct yet. And I was like, what is this? Sharon Stone nudity. And but then when you watch it, it's so weird. It's so weird. But it's the one that stuck. It was honestly, when I did the shower thing, it was the first one that popped in my head. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Home Alone 2. When Uncle Frank is in the shower and he's like,
very good one. Shit.
Because there's 2 different, but I feel like I like that one better, where he's actually getting the recording of Uncle Frank versus when he's at the hotel and it's
Man,
like,
but that's such a good scene.
I know. Okay,
You're right. When he gets it, you can do them as a combo.
Okay.
I would very
I will
much
say both of them.
Like the shower scene that he gets it, and then him tricking him, because that's so fucking insanely funny.
It is. Calling him a
Because
little
when he
pervert.
says the name of the guy, it's the name of the maintenance guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good scene. Is when he records Frank with the talk boy, and then when he tricks him with the shower scene.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good one, Tara. I was trying to think of more ones that weren't sexy.
None of mine are sexy.
I know, none of mine are that sexy either. My number 2 shower scene is the movie Starship Troopers. So in Starship Troopers, it's a co-ed military force, and they also all shower together. There's a scene where they're all showering, just shooting the shit. It's not like sexual at all. They're just literally just all talking. And I was like, that's a dream world. We all just shower together. I was like, look at all these. I'm like, there was like boobs everywhere. Like, and people of all walks of life, races, no wiener shots. I was actually surprised by that. Maybe there was one. There was definitely butts, man butts. But yeah, I was just like, there's all these naked ladies of all different races and men, and they were all showering together and just acting like it was nothing. It was a dream. It was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
So it was ahead of its time. Starship Troopers, co-ed baths.
Yes.
Starship Troopers. What's yours?
Number 2 is in the movie We Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, and they drop the soap and they're like, I don't want it, because there's like a gay fireman, and
Yes.
then or no, because Chuck and Larry
Chuck
are
and
gay.
Larry.
So they're
Yeah.
like, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. And then the big, like, silent black man grabs it and he starts singing, I'm every woman. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's just so good. It's
It
so
is a good
silly.
scene. It is a good scene. A lot of homophobia in that movie, but like,
Yeah.
in like a way that they were like saying it's not okay to be homophobic.
Yeah.
Really, you know, it's a good movie.
I like it.
I like that movie. I like that scene. My number one is definitely because I thought it was sexy, but my number one shower scene is 1993's Vacation. Beverly D'Angelo. Clark breaks in on her in the shower, and you get a little topless Beverly D'Angelo. And I had a mad crush on Beverly D'Angelo for years. They redo it again. They have a shower scene where he goes to do it again in the second one, and she like covers up. So it was a bummer in the second one in European Vacation. But no, so you get a little Beverly D'Angelo. He scares her, and she jumps. You get a little topless Beverly D'Angelo. It was like one of my, one of those ones that sticks with you. She was very attractive, Beverly D'Angelo, by the way.
Yeah.
Clark didn't deserve her. It's true. It's a true fact. Yeah. So that's my number one shower scene. There's a bunch I'll talk about after you're done, but I didn't put them on. I'll tell you why I didn't put them on.
All right. My last one is my number one shower scene. I feel like when you think about movies and you think about showers, this is the one that comes to mind.
Sure.
And that's Psycho.
Sure.
And it's like so
It's good.
scary, and it like the blood running down the
it's a great scene.
drain, and it's just like, it's awesome.
I mean, it's probably the best shower scene,
Yeah.
technically speaking. I know exactly what you're saying. I had that written down as an honorable mention. It really is good. It's scary. It's good. And it's like, it's just so hectic.
Yeah.
And like the shower curtain comes down and it's like out of control. You need it just, and even
it's
when you
scary.
know it's, even though you know the reference to it before you see, you don't really know it unless you've seen the movie.
Yes.
It's like, oh man, this is a freaky scene.
Uh-huh.
Not so much with Anne Heche and Vince Vaughn, but
No.
the
And it
original
happens
ones.
like really early on in the movie.
In the movie?
Yeah.
Well, no, hold on a second. It happens early in the movie, but it also happens really it takes not really though. It's like an hour into the movie.
Oh.
It just happens really fast into when she is there.
Yes, that's
Because
what
it
it
takes
is.
her like 45 minutes to get there
because
because
she's
of the whole
doing
bank
all the
thing.
bank thing. Yeah. That's
It's
what
a
I meant.
crazy movie.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. I got to watch that. I haven't seen that in a long time. Do you have any other? I'll do a couple on ones that didn't make my list, but like are famous. The Porky shower scene didn't make my list because it's really problematic. Is to have drill a hole in a lady's shower and watch it happen. Like,
Isn't there
that's
something like that in like Revenge of the Nerds too?
something that's very well.
Similar?
He dresses up. He steals someone's Halloween costume.
No.
and pretends he's them.
I know that, but isn't there like
They do they don't. Yeah, they like look in their windows of their sorority. They like take
didn't they
pictures
like
of
put like cameras in like the
them.
bathroom?
No, they take pictures.
No, they put cameras in the bathroom that they watch all the time.
I don't think so.
I know
Maybe-
so.
No, they take pictures. They
No.
do a panty and take pictures.
No.
I don't think you're right.
I'm
Maybe not.
100%
Maybe
positive.
maybe I don't think so.
I know they're watching it on the TV all the time.
I think they took a video and pictures when they went and rated it.
I don't think
No,
so.
no, I don't think so. Doesn't
I don't
matter.
think so.
Porky's is the famous shower scene. Not. I
'Cause
don't even know if there's a shower scene in what. There is no shower scene in Revenge of the. It's not a shower
there's
scene.
a bathroom scene then.
I think it's just her bedroom and she's changing in it.
No, Drew. You
Yes.
see their boobs all the time in it. They're
No,
in the
you don't.
Yes.
No,
Yes. They're like getting
the other
ready in
one-
the bathroom.
I disagree.
And they
Weird
have
science. Moving on. Why are we still talking about it?
Because you're
Weird
wrong.
it doesn't matter. Weird. It's such a dumb thing to argue over, and I don't agree. Weird
Says the
science.
guy that loves to argue.
Yes, but I'd like to move on because we're 48 minutes in, so I'm trying to move it along.
Okay.
I'm trying to. I am the producer. I'm moving it along. Weird Science is another great shower scene where they make this woman to be like their sex slave. Like they can create this AI woman, and they go to take a shower with her, and she's like showering, and they're in there with her, and then she goes to get out, and they're like standing there in their shorts because they were afraid of it. So like they never. I don't think the whole movie they don't ever do anything with her. They create her because they want to be better with women. They want to hook up with this perfect lady, but the shower scene is like the classic scene in Weird Science. Do you know this scene?
No.
No? You've never seen Weird Science?
Uh-uh.
What? Tara, Weird Science is so good. You should
Weird
watch
Science.
You should watch Weird Science. For
Is
sure.
that a show?
It was a show on USA in the 90s, and I watched it. I loved it. Can't remember the name of the woman. It was a different people altogether that were in it. It was not any of the same actors.
I can picture it.
I can't remember who any of the actors
Didn't
were.
the lady have red hair?
Yes, that was in the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
She was like British,
Yeah.
I think. She was in a bunch of other stuff at that time. Not anymore. She's not anything anymore. I don't have any other shower stuff. Do you have any other honorable mentions?
The only other one I had was I have two. Ace Ventura.
Yeah, Finkel and Einhorn scene.
Yep.
Yep,
And then
very good.
Elf when Jovi's in the shower singing and he's out in the bathroom singing "Baby, It's Cold Outside."
Sure. Yeah, I couldn't think of a ton more shower scenes that weren't just like
Bathtub.
no, like just like jailhouse women scenes. I was trying to think of some other like dudes just in showers, like in sporting movies or something like that. I'm sure there's some I'm not thinking of. You know what I mean?
Major League.
Major League. There's a good like. It's not really. They come out of the shower in the basketball where they have the huge dongs.
Uh-huh.
And they're like hitting stuff with it. That's not actually in the shower, so I didn't count that one. So, hey Tara, what are your top 5 flowers? You can just rattle them off if you'd like.
Okay. Flower from Bambi.
Mm-hmm.
The little skunk, so cute. The lotus flower, because it's just so beautiful and spiritual.
Sure.
The rose bowl.
Okay.
Because it's an awesome floral themed bowl.
Sure.
I love a good flower crown.
Okay.
It's beautiful and fashionable. And then my final one is just a sunflower. I just love them. If there's like a whole field of sunflowers, like I would just love to see them. Yes.
It's a good looking flower. Well, my top 5 flowers for April showers bring my flowers. Marigold is my 5th favorite flower. It's just a good looking flower. It's a unique multicolored flower. Azaleas also, like the way the color pops on azalea, I really like. Orchids are my number 3 flower. I just like an orchid. I think it's an interesting flower. Sunflowers are my number 2. They didn't make it to my number 1. I do like a good sunflower. And at number 1, I love tulips.
I love tulips.
I just grew up with tulips in our yard. We always had tulips in our yards growing up. So it's like a flower I'm very familiar with, and it always reminded me that spring was upon us. So tulips. And tulips are very big in Chicago as well. So tulips.
I was very confused, I guess, on our flower.
Nope. I just decided I wanted my 5 top flowers, and I went with 5 flowers. I didn't care what you did. I told you could do whatever you wanted.
I like what I did.
I have no problem with it. I couldn't think of any flowers I cared about. I forgot about Flower the skunk. Very good.
So cute.
I couldn't think of any other famous people with the last name Flowers I could think with, but I didn't care about any
Brandon
of those.
Flowers, Axl Rose.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That
Yeah,
is
I
a
didn't think
good
about
one.
that.
The
People
rose,
with, like,
the enchanted.
People with like flower last names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lily.
Lilac. Lilacs I could have put on there because
Lily.
that's mom's, like the smell of them growing up.
Tiger Lily. Lily Gladstone.
Uh,
She's the most recent Lily I could think of.
Lily Allen. Lily Tomlin.
Never cared about her ever in my life. Lily Allen. I don't even know anything she sings.
I don't either.
Okay, let's move on to our big list then. I don't know if we're doing one of these next week, guys. I'm not sure. Because next week's our big 2. I was thinking maybe, Tara, we do, because I'm starting to find it harder to do.
Me too.
I'm starting to like less and less stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think says a lot about people. I think the older you get, the less you care about. Less things impact your life on a year-to-year basis. So my thought process is maybe we can try to do, maybe let's kick it down to 3. A top 3
Sure.
from the years. And that can make, and then we'll do a lot of honorable mentions and only do it through maybe let's just go through us graduate. Let's just do 2 more. Me graduate high school, you graduate high school. Then we'll maybe call it. How's that sound?
Good.
We'll try to find some new lists. But next week is our top Next week is our 102nd episode. I'm sorry, 103rd episode. This is our 102nd. Next week's our 103rd episode, but it's our 2-year anniversary. So I'd like to do some two lists, Tara.
Okay.
Maybe our favorite duos, since we are a duo. We cannot be on the list, so let's do a bunch of top 3 lists. How's that sound?
I like it.
Top 3 duos for our 2-year anniversary. Our most favorite maybe two athletes. Our top 3 number 2 athletes.
What?
Athletes with the number 2.
Oh, like their numbers too?
Yeah, 2. So duos. If you got 5 of something, do it. Do whatever you want. You know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do top 3s though.
Yeah.
Top 3 duos. Top 3 number 2. What do you got for 2s that we could do a list of?
Top 3.
Top 3 2s. Yeah.
Top 3 2s.
We could do a top 3 2s. Are one of our favorite things.
Oh yeah.
Our top 3 2s.
Whatever that means to us.
Whatever that means to us. Let's do top 5 2s. That deserves a top 5. Top 5 2s. Top 3 duos.
Top 3 number 2 athletes.
Number 2 players. I can only think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure if we look it up, we'll find more.
Yeah.
We might end up with the same 3, but that's fine. We'll cook through that one. Any other 2 things,
top
Tara?
2.
If we do too many, we might give away what our top 2 2s are.
I know.
2s. That's good. Maybe let's just make those all 3 of those.
And if
top
I think
5s.
of anything else, I'll reach out.
Let's make those all top 5s.
Top
Tara.
5s. Okay, top 5s.
Because we're going to do a shortened, we're going to do a top 3 2002
Okay.
3s. Does that sound good?
Sure.
All right, cool. Because it is getting harder for me. It's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
a lot harder for me. I'm like, man, a lot of I like these things, but none of them are like,
I need these on my list.
I don't need these on my
Right.
list. Yeah,
I could
so-
interchange them with other
Yeah,
things.
yeah. I mean, I did come up with 5 that I think were the right 5. I always do.
I don't know
but-
if I did, but we'll see.
Oh, I did for sure. I did for
We'll
sure.
see. Some of them are for sure for me.
Tara.
Yeah.
I have 6 to fit in a 5 hole. I don't think any of ours are going to be autos.
Auto.
I don't think there's a single auto
No.
for this year. I think there's things that are fun and there's things I know you'll pick, but I don't think any of these things are autos.
No.
So, my number 5 thing. Man, I have a lot of music. I can't lie.
Oh, really?
My
I
number
only have one.
Tara, half of mine is me. 4 of the 5 are. I have 4 of the 6 here are musical. Okay, I'm gonna go with my number 5 thing from the year 2002 is 1,000 Miles, the song,
Yeah.
because by why is my brain blanking? Help me out.
Vanessa Carlton.
Vanessa Carlton. Yeah, my number 5 thing from the year 2002. I know this is a surprise.
It
Is the song 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, because it is a banger. And every time it came on, I would play it. I loved it. And when anyone plays it as like a bit, I think it's always funny to me.
Yeah.
Like when they play it in White Chicks, it's amazing.
Yep.
So Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles is my number 5 thing from 2002. Because if I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass me by?
'Cause you know I'd walk
I
1,000 miles
Just to see
to just see you tonight.
It's so good.
It's super good. It's actually
didn't
on my
know-
list much further up, though.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't know it would be on your list that high.
I love it.
It's such a good song.
It's like,
I'm sorry I took the thunder from it, but you got to sing it with me. And it was a good duo. We can sing it again when we get to you.
okay,
Don't worry.
we will.
What's your number 5 thing from 2002?
My number five thing from 2002 is Victoria's Secret Pink. That's when that offshoot brand happened.
I almost picked it because it's a sexy line. Like, it's sexier than regular Victoria's Secret. It's like, it's not. It's more like fun. It's like a fun sexy, more than
Yes.
like
a sexy.
more than I'm a businesswoman. It's like I'm a professional sexy. Where this is more like, let's just have fun and be sexy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Loved it when it came out.
Yeah.
Spent too much of when I worked at Victoria's Secret, I spent way too much of my paycheck on Victoria's Secret pink. Still to this day, I will buy Victoria's Secret pink things.
They had
I love
separate
it.
pink stores.
Now
too,
they
didn't
do.
They did for a long time ago, because I remember at the Water Tower Place in the mall, they had just a pink one.
Yeah. Now
recall.
it's kind of more commonplace that they do have them separated.
Really?
Yeah.
That surprises me that they would eat up that much. It'd be cheaper just to
I know,
not eat up
because
that much real estate.
at West Town, when I worked
Really?
there, they had just pink at the store, but now they have a separate pink.
It makes sense. Make young girls feel like it's their space.
Yeah. Young girls
That's
like
a good
me.
one. I saw that one. I think I wrote it down. I didn't actually, but I thought you might pick it.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm trying to figure out which one to leave off here. I know what I'm gonna leave off. My number 4 thing, I might be stealing some of yours. My number 4 thing from 2002 is the Avril Lavigne era. Skater Boy, Complicated. I was obsessed with Avril Lavigne. I thought she was so cute.
Yeah.
I was very into Avril Lavigne. I was like, she was the coolest. She was like, she was so punk.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think of her as punk at all. I thought she was ridiculous, but I liked that she thought she was punk. That was cute. So I was big into Skater Boy, Complicated. I was big into Avril.
It's that damn cold night. Remember that song?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Great song.
I loved it. She was on my honorable mention, but damn, I really wanted to put her on there. Because then she was also kind of like punkish, which we've had this conversation before where I feel like I'm goth, but I also feel like I have a little bit of punk in me as well.
Sure.
So she spoke to me.
Yeah.
The inner me.
I'm struggling with my top 3, but what's your number 4?
My number 4 is, that was the year that the Brewers drafted Prince Fielder, and that is what brought me. That is what brought me back to baseball for the next 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's the only sports thing I wrote down was him. I didn't put it on my top 5, but I think you're right. We got I was into the Brewers before that, but that was the funnest time to be a Brewer fan. It was the Prince Fielder era.
Yes.
Even though they've technically been good, technically, I never felt like they've had a chance to last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
When they had him and Ricky Weeks and
Ryan Braun
and Ben Sheets and guys like that, they were Bill Hall,
JJ Hardy. Was it Hardy?
Yeah.
JJ Hardy. Yeah. He was a good little shortstop.
Yeah,
beautiful blue eyes.
They were a fun team to watch. That was a really fun team to watch. Yeah, they had that one play. They had that Cameron.
Yeah, Mike Cameron.
Yeah, they had that nice run to the playoffs where they had a
pulling
couple
out their
runs
shirts.
to the playoffs. Yeah, that was the second run. They had one earlier. But yeah, they pulled out the shirts one. That was fun. I agree. That was the best era of Brewer ball of our lifetime. We weren't alive for the Molitor and Yount years.
Yeah.
Sadly. I mean, we were alive, but we were too young to really to appreciate it.
Because I became the hugest Brewer fan for years then.
Prince Fielder. Yeah, that was the beginning of that era. We were all very excited about Prince Fielder. He gave us some good stuff in his career as a Brewer. It was fun.
Corey Hart. Did we talk about him? He was in there.
Oh, yeah, Corey Hart. I forgot about Corey Hart. It's a good one.
CC Sabathia.
What was the other? CC Sabathia.
I loved
that half a year of CC was amazing.
That was awesome.
Oh. Damn.
I know. What could have been?
Was that when we had Smoltz as our closer? We had a couple closers there for a while. We had Smoltz for a minute.
I don't remember.
Well, didn't we? Or no, not Smoltz. What the fuck was his name? Hudson? I don't remember. My brain's not working. I can't remember. It's so long. My brain doesn't remember baseball very much anymore. All right, my number 3 thing from 2002. Hard for me to pick, honestly. I'm still going to kick one of these off, and I just don't know which one's going to miss the list. No, I know which one's off. I just don't know what order to put these last 3 now. I'm going to say my number 3 thing from 2002 is the album The Rising and the song The Rising by Bruce Springsteen. Are you gonna be about to be say that's not when it's from? Because it is.
No, I can't believe I didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't see it.
That's what made me become
It was
a
on
Bruce
the. It's
fan.
on the. I finally gave you a good list. And it was on it. Was it? I don't know if it was.
I don't think it
was.
was.
I just know that's when it was from, but no, it was on there. I saw it. That one made me think of it. But yeah, I have it hanging up behind me there. The Rising.
Don't you think that could be an auto?
Absolutely could be an auto, even though you didn't put it on there. You're right. The Rising is an auto.
It
As
is
our
an
family
auto.
for our family, I think it's a borderline.
And it was
Mount Rushmore.
It was like so good for the time that it came
Yeah,
out. Like
you didn't care about Bruce Springsteen at all
No.
before that.
I still
liked
didn't
him, but
until years later.
But I would listen to that album all the time, and it like made me really love Bruce.
That's the album
That was
that made me love Bruce.
It was the first Bruce show I went to. Was that tour when they did the Rising? But yeah, that was his response to 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Rising, great song, great album.
Such
Love
a
that
great
album.
Skin to Skin.
Well, the reason I saw
Just a
it, you know what it was,
beautiful
is I saw a different song from the album on a list, and it made me. I'm like, oh, that's from the Rising. Is the Rising from that year? And it was.
Was it
So,
Lonesome
yeah.
Day?
Okay, so it was Lonesome
Oh,
Day.
so good.
So,
Lonesome Day.
So yeah, we can put the album The
Yes.
Rising as an auto. I don't know what our Mount
Auto.
Rushmore is looking like right now. It's on our list of 100, top
Yeah.
100 for sure.
100%. It could be
I don't
like
even know what our. Do we even have music on it yet?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We have What About Bob?
Reese's Puff cereal.
Reese's Puff cereal. We didn't get rid of that yet.
I don't think so.
The Challenge. And one other thing. Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. Can it replace one of those four? I'd be fine with replacing Reese's Puff cereal.
And just putting that on our top 100.
Just putting that in our top 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right in the top. Goes straight to the top 100.
Yep.
But it's now. So now we have The Rising that you didn't even know. You didn't see it.
But once I heard it, I was like, how did we not have an auto then?
Billy Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I looked at it, I didn't read it. I forgot I was not even on it. The Rising, Billy Madison. What About Bob? And
The Challenge.
The Challenge.
Yes.
MTV's The Challenge. CT. Season 40 is coming up. I'm very excited.
I'm watching it. I'm gonna watch it with
every
you, Drew.
goddamn. You better watch every episode.
Watch it with you.
So I got to give you a new 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So my new 3 is gonna. Well, I don't like any of these now. I'm just gonna leave that at 3, but it's still an auto.
Okay.
Because the thing that I took off doesn't belong. It would be my 5th, if anything.
Do you want to
It would
redo
be
your
my number
5th?
Yeah. So my number 5 is the movie The Ring.
Okay.
I'm not a big horror movie guy all the time, but I don't think The Ring would have affected me as much if the thing that happened when I watched The Ring hadn't happened. You know the story, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know this, so The Ring, if you've never seen it, girl climbs, the TV gets all staticky, like they watch this movie, and a week later you die. When they watch it, like when it all of a sudden a week later the TV turns on, it's all staticky, and I don't want to ruin it. If you've never seen it, because it's such a fucking good moment where people's like jaws are on the floor in the theater. I watched it alone in 2002, maybe it was 2003, because I didn't see the theater. Might have been 2003 by then, but I watched it alone, and I went downstairs, and I was scared. It scared me. I can't lie. I was like, I don't get scared a lot by horror movies. That one got me. I go downstairs, and I had this TV. When you turned it on, it just didn't turn on, right? It didn't just auto turn on. You know, a TV turns on, just slowly kind of turns on.
Yeah.
It had in the middle, it opened up and went boop. It made this like boodly boop noise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn off, it went boodly boop. It was really cool. I loved it about this TV. But that night when I turned it on, it did not do that. It did the fucking fuzzy crackle and then turned on. It didn't do the doodly dood or nothing. I was like, I'm gonna die. I didn't sleep. I had to like get up for a minute and like walk around and turn the TV off and back on again, and it turned on normal. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, just
So I'll put
imagine
that at
if,
number 3.
just imagine if the phone would have rang right after
Oh
that.
my god. So yeah, so that's my number 3, because it's like the one time a scary movie really got me,
Mm-hmm.
and like just the thing that happened after it made it so I'll never forget.
Yes.
I'll never forget. It was my 9/11.
So
Tara, what's your number 3?
my number 3 is 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, yeah. How's it
If
go?
I could fall into
Into the
sky,
sky.
do
Do
you
you
think
think
time would
would
pass
pass
us
me
by?
by? Oh, us by. I
I
thought it was
don't
me
know.
by.
It could be.
If I
It could.
could walk 1,000 miles just to see you tonight.
Nice try.
Is that the words? Did I skip stuff? You
You-
know me in words. Diddly 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 diddly. Well, I don't know why you stopped singing because I had to follow your lead.
Well,
and
the
you stopped
problem
singing it.
was you were behind on me.
I was ahead.
If I could fall into the
To
sky,
the sky.
do you think time
Time.
would pass
Pass
us by?
us by.
Oh, do you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I
just
could
to
see
you
you
tonight.
tonight.
I think we nailed that. I can't wait to hear it in
Ay,
post. Tara, we're singing at the same time.
yeah, we're great.
I promise it's going to be good. Yeah, that's a great one. I see why you could. Why do you put that on there? What do you like about it?
Because it's like a cultural phenomenon. Everyone loves it. It's just when you
Oh.
hear it, you sing it, you play the
It
fake
can-
piano.
It's one of those songs that's like awesome and a joke at the same time,
Yeah.
which is so rare. Like this song is actually very awesome.
Yeah,
And then you go, but it's also really fucking stupid and silly. Like it's easy to use as a punchline,
yeah.
even though we all think it's a great song.
It's like
It's
a
rare.
guilty
It's
pleasure
rare.
for people too, where it's like, I
But
don't want to
it's-
admit.
But it's also really kind of good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I definitely had a thing for Vanessa Carlton. She had a real schnoz on her, didn't she?
She might have had a schnoz.
I think I liked her schnoz. No, I mean, I'm thinking of Sarah Bareilles.
Oh, she has a little.
She
bit
had
of
like a nose
schnoz.
on her. Sometimes I like a big nose. My turn?
Yeah, number 2.
My number 2 thing from 2002 is the TV show, Tara, The Wire.
Ooh.
The Wire is amazing. I literally just watched season 3 finale tonight. I'm rewatching it for the 3rd time in my life. I did not watch it while it happened. I watched it the first time around like 2009. I rewatched it around 2015, somewhere in that range, 15, 16 maybe. And now I'm rewatching it again with Miranda. She loves it. We powered through season 3 in like the last week, like doing like 2 episodes a day. It's so good, Tara. You've never watched it, right?
No.
You wouldn't like it because you're lame, but
No,
it's
I feel
very
like
good.
I would probably like it. I started watching
it's so
it,
good.
and then like,
Tara, can I tell you the amount of times you'd have to turn it off and stop watching it would be, I don't know, every other episode?
I'm
You
doing
couldn't get
better.
through
I
it.
feel like I'm doing better.
You couldn't get through
I'm
it.
doing better with that.
So yeah, The Wire. So we did The Sopranos last year, right?
Yeah.
We last year and the year before, kind of put over that course of that time, and I loved it. And after I watched it, I was like, man, this might be the best show ever. And I'm rewatching The Wire.
And
I'm
that's the
kind
best
of
show.
like going back. They're so close. There's like on another level than every other show. Because I rewatched Breaking Bad and I really liked it, but these shows are just on a different level. They're just like
the rewatchability is pretty crazy, right?
the fact that I'm watching it for a third
Yeah.
time is pretty nuts. And like enjoying it and forgetting stuff, and as it happens, go, oh yeah, and catching new stuff, like little
Mhm.
things. They just do really cool things. There's some stuff in that's cheesy and doesn't. It's like, man, that doesn't make a lot of sense now that I look at it. But as a whole, it's pretty awesome. So The Wire,
I like the cast. It's a great cast.
great cast. Yeah, I was talking about Omar, Michael K. Williams. Sad
Very sad.
stuff. For some reason, I thought he had a heart attack or something. So I looked at. I'm like, oh, you know he's
Drugs.
dead, to Miranda in real life, and she's like, oh. And I went and looked. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot it was heroin.
Mm-hmm.
That was like laced with fentanyl.
Yeah.
And the guy that sold it to him went to jail for 10 years.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they charged like 3 people that were involved in it. I mean, he was a famous person, so they looked into it a little bit,
Yeah.
you know? Tara, what's your number 2 thing from 2002?
My number 2 thing from
I hope it's not my number
2002
1.
is a show.
A show?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let me see if I can guess.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me look and see what I wrote for shows. I think I know. Go ahead.
It's Around the Horn.
Oh, no.
From
I didn't even see that.
ESPN. Watch
Dang,
it till
good
this
one.
day. Love it. It's
Was
just
PTI the year before?
I don't know.
Do you like PTI or Around the Horn better?
It's like almost the same thing. Like they're back to
But
back.
they're not.
No. But I like watch them back to back, so I need them both.
Let's see when part of the interruption started. 2001. So we did miss it. So it's okay.
We missed it like assholes.
Yeah, we missed it.
But yeah.
Yeah, Around the Horn's great. Back to you and Around Horn.
Awesome. It's just fun. You hear a bunch of different takes from different people. And it's not like your usual suspects. Sometimes it is, but then other times you get different writers from different locations and they have different specialties and thoughts, and I just really like it.
I've always liked it. It's been a great show. I think PTI was just. I think PTI I always like better just because Tony and Wilbon are just great.
Yeah.
But you're right. Around the Horn is good. It was the original. Everything else kind of ripped those two shows off after that. Let's be honest. I mean, Stephen A. might even have been on Around the Horn at one point. I can't remember. Early on, I don't remember being on it though. But yeah, he kind of ripped off that whole bit with all his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Around the Horn's great.
And you just get of a quick...
When it first started, Max was the host.
Yeah.
And Max Kellerman.
Yep. And now it's Tony
Reale.
Tony Reale.
Probably for
a long...
Honestly, probably 20 years.
I feel like he just had like his 20th year or something, and they were...
Yeah, because I think Max only did it for the first couple years. And
yeah.
It's 2000. It's 22 years ago that it started. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that's nuts.
And you just get a rundown of quick of what the sports were.
Yeah,
of the
stuff
day.
you might have missed, stuff you may have already heard about, just like quick takes on it, different perspectives.
Yep.
It's fun to disagree with the perspectives. That's a good one, Tara. That's a good number one. I went first, man. I'm surprised. Because sometimes your number one can be a letdown. Is it going to be a letdown?
Not for me, but maybe for you.
All right. Well, my number one thing from 2002. My number thing from 2002.
My number thing.
My number one thing from 2002, Tara. Number one is the Dirty Era, Christina Aguilera.
Ooh.
She was the hot. I mean, I was okay.
She was skanky hot.
So there was Avril.
Yeah.
Who's punk and I'm so punk. But then there was Avril, who now was dirty and skanky.
No, Aguilera.
What did I say?
Avril. Then there was Avril. Yes. Then there was Avril.
First there's Avril, who's just this sweet, she was really not a badass at all, but she sang rock music. But she was just a pop singer. But she had a cool vibe and she was cute. But yes, Christina Aguilera, the dirty music video.
Yeah,
it was one of the first things I had downloaded it on Kazaa or one of those LimeWire so I could watch it over and over again because she was so dang sexy.
Let me guess, pants around the ankles.
Tara, pants? I don't think the pants even came with me into the room. I think the pants were left out of the room, so I wasn't even tempted to put them on.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's such a sex. She's so hot in it. And all these, they had been such good girls, her and Brittany, they're all these, she's like, fuck, I'm never going to be like that Brittany bombshell hot. So she's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just I'm dirty.
I'm dirty.
I mean, I don't even know what else to say. That's what she went for. She went for the dirty vibe. I'm just a dirty, I'm sexy and horny.
And she looked
sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. But yeah, there was that. But then, and that's also when she started showing off that she was a superior singer as well. She started putting out some stuff. I had that, and I also had Beautiful was the same year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great song. Beautiful was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Aguilera, Christina Aguilera and her dirty phase is my number one thing of that year. Cause you're right. The pants were, I think I lost my pants.
You lost your pants for at least a year.
I don't think I wore my pants until 2003 again.
Yeah.
I think I was wearing those zip off shorts.
Yeah.
From Abercrombie or American Eagle. Definitely not Hollister though.
No. We're too thick.
This is from Old Navy. And then you just turn into an Old Navy guy when you're in your 40.
Yeah.
It fits.
No, I agree with you. And then the song Fighter was on, but Dirty. When Dirty came on, it'd be ooh, too dirty to clean my act up.
And then what was the one where she sang it and was in a nightgown? it might have been the next album, but she was like wearing a nightie. She like had like dark hair all of a sudden.
Wasn't that beautiful?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just her. Beautiful is like shows other people and like anorexic girl.
Oh.
The one I'm talking about is just her by herself, and it's like one long shot. And all of a sudden she's like running towards the camera in like a nightgown. Hold on, let me look it up. Christina, I don't know how to Google it.
Christina Aguilera, dark
nightgown.
hair, nightgown, music video.
That whole time I wasn't in the fucking search bar.
Oh, Jesus.
Stupid. Christina Aguilera.
Dark hair, nightgown, music video.
It was called The Voice Within.
I don't know that song.
What? Hold on. Let me sing it for you.
Okay.
Hold on. Welcome to the Waberhood. Oh, Kelly Clarkson lost some weight.
Mm-hmm.
She must be on
Ozempic.
the Zempi. That's just where we're wrong here. Okay, here we go. Here's the song. Can you hear it?
No, you'll have to sing it.
It was almost like her like showing like she's like trying to be like Mariah Carey.
I don't think I know this one.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, but I don't know it.
Hold on. I don't want to play that because they kick it off sometimes, so I don't want to play it too much. You don't remember this?
Mm-mm.
She like went to dark hair in it.
What's it called again?
She's looking she's busty in it.
What's it called again?
It's called The Voice Within.
Mm.
How do you not remember this?
What's the chorus?
I don't know. It almost sounds like strength will guide your way. You'll learn to begin. I don't know. What's your number one? Don't worry about it.
My number one, 2002, is a movie that would not be made today, but was made during the perfect time. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yes. I knew this was your number one.
And that movie is Hot Chick.
Hot Chick.
I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
It's where I started to love Anna Faris.
Sure.
Rob Schneider's in it, which I liked him in it. It was really funny. Rachel McAdams was in it. It's so funny.
It's quite a cast. It's quite a cast.
It was made. It's a Happy Madison film, and like I said, would not be made today. Has a lot of political incorrect stuff.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I loved it so much. I watched it so much.
I loved it. I
loved
the Hot Chick. Then not as much as you though.
Yeah,
but it was a lot of fun. That's when Rob Schneider was at his like biggest.
Yes.
He was like the Hot Chick, and then I think Deuce Bigelow was right around there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one came first, but this was his run.
Deuce Bigelow.
Rob Schneider is a stapler. It was a big South Park joke where they kept just doing Rob Schneider things. Rob Schneider is a stapler because he was all these dumb things.
Yeah, but it was awesome. I loved it. I still love it.
Good one. Good number one.
I'll get little like text messages from Sarah, like Snapchats where she's doing like a quote, and 9 out of 10 times it's from Hot Chick. And then she's like, "Good job." I'm like, well.
That's all you do. It's the only thing you tell me. It's the only thing you quote. It's the only thing you quote. Yeah, that's a good list, Tara. I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
I didn't hate your list this time. A couple things I thought maybe have made our list. We both were big American Idol fans.
Yeah.
It's a good one for TV shows.
Definitely.
Monk. Come on.
Yep.
Monk is a beautiful show. Love Shaloub. I would never put on my top list, but it's like a great throw on show.
He's so good in it.
On MTV. MTV's
Made.
How good
I
was
loved Made?
Watching teenagers learn how to BMX or play.
Oh
the
my
basketball episode is the funniest episode in the history of TV,
Yeah.
I think. The kid that wants to make his high school this fucking loser wants to make his high school basketball team. Total nerd. And he just isn't willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
No, he was a loser. This guy was a loser.
Yeah.
He was a punk. I'm not saying he was a loser because he was a loser because he was a lazy turd. MTV comes in and he's like, "Oh, I'm supposed to run this morning." And he goes out, he runs to like to the end of his driveway and like 2 feet down the sidewalk and stops and walks back.
Yeah.
Like, did it.
Yeah.
And then his ass makes the team somehow.
Yeah.
And they put him in a game and he fucking jacks a 3 up and that shit
it,
goes in.
Makes it.
I think just one more thing proving that 3s shouldn't be worth 3 if some fucking dickhead can make
Exactly.
one. I will believe it till the end until I die. And then one last show I said was a show called Kenny versus Spenny. Do you remember this show?
Mm-mm.
It was like these 2 friends and like it would be like they'd challenge one of them would try to do something. It was like pre-fucking Impractical Jokers, but it would be like a very like big, like the whole episode would be one thing and it'd be just like insane, crazy shit. Kenny versus Spenny. And it was just like one friend tormented the other friend. It was really quite a fun show. You don't remember that at all?
No.
Kenny versus Spenny. I'm trying to think of who can stay awake the longest. And then like the one guy would come up with he felt like he was gonna lose, so he'd like cheat basically and do something crazy to like make the other guy like lose. You know what I mean? Like go to like who's a better chef. So one guy would eventually cheat to try to beat him. That's kind of the bit, but it was fun.
Yeah, I don't even like. I've seen pictures and I have no clue.
Any other TV shows?
The only other one I had was What I Like About You, which was an Amanda Bynes show that I liked with Jenny Garth.
Sure. Watch the Nickelodeon thing. You might like it less.
I did watch the Nickelodeon thing. It's terrible.
Oh. Here's what I'll say. It's also not very well made, but it is interesting. It is like, man, what the fuck was going on?
And then I just saw like it showed like I don't know if it was Disney or Nickelodeon had in that time frame had hired like 8 people that had were sexual predators and that had been prosecuted for it. I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't see that.
I did. I don't know where it was.
Let's fire through these things quick because we still have a couple emails and we're an hour and 25 in. A couple movies. Drumline.
Yes.
Is like a very awesome rewatchable movie. Mr. Deeds, come on.
Yes.
Deeds almost is like is almost a top 100. It's such a good movie, but I wrote Hot Chicks. Signs was a movie. I mean, I hate that fucking dipshit's a dipshit, but I was obsessed with Signs.
Signs was good.
Minority Report's a really good movie. Gangs of New York is a good movie. We Were Soldiers was another Mel Gibson movie I liked. Adaptation's a really cool movie. There's also a little run here of like college movies. Mm-hmm. There was Sorority Girls, which I didn't really like. Then there was Slackers, which was really funny. Mm-hmm. It was like this underrated movie that not everybody saw. But it had like, but the same year Van Wilder came out. It was huge. But I always thought Slackers was a much funnier
Devon
movie.
Sawa. Ooh.
Yes, it was Devon Sawa and Cool Ethan.
Cool Ethan, yeah.
God, that movie. I'd like to rewatch it and see if it's funny.
I know.
And then Panic Room, our mom's favorite movie, and then Spider-Man, which is I think the first ugly you had to watch for this podcast.
And I liked it.
Yeah. Any other movies?
Blue Crush.
Sure.
The Sweetest Thing.
Yep.
Crossroads with Britney Spears, duh.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Sure.
And that's all.
Bunch of stuff I didn't care about, but yeah, I did see those. A couple quick inventions.
You weren't horned up from Blue Crush. I mean,
yeah, it was, but I just didn't. I mean,
horned up.
It was good. Yeah,
I
had
was even
Bosworth.
horned up.
You had Bosworth. You had what's her name? Michelle Rodriguez, and whoever the third girl was. Nobody knows
who she is.
Couple inventions. Shazam is cool. Yep. Roomba. I've always wanted one. For some reason, I've never had one, but I love Roomba.
I want one
I've always
too.
wanted a Roomba. And Zip Zaps. They were like little tiny remote control cars. They were fun. Anything else for you for those?
Monster Energy drinks.
Yuck.
Silly bands.
Yep.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
And Listerine breath strips.
Nice. That's a good one.
I liked those.
I never liked the way they tasted though. I thought they tasted gross. A couple songs. Work It.
Work It.
Missy Elliott. Wherever. Shakira.
No, that was the year before.
It came up when I did 2002.
Mm-mm.
Maybe the music video came out that year?
Maybe.
Because I just looked at a list of music videos from 2002 and that popped up on me. Party Up. Or Party Started. What's it called? The Pink song. My first Pink song.
Get this party started on a Saturday night.
Cry Me a River.
Mm-hmm.
Hot in Here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that one was almost on my list.
Tara, I think we should put it on our top 100. I mean, maybe not like our top 5, but let's put it on our top 100 because Hot in Here is awesome. And then My City of Ruins was actually the Springsteen song that I saw. So yeah, that is my end of my list. What do you got? A couple more, and then
the only ones I had that were different were Lose Yourself, Eminem, huge.
Yeah. I didn't put a bunch of the Eminem stuff, but it was a big Eminem year because he also did 8 Mile.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's it.
Nice. Well, let's do quick emails. We're already at our hour. This is about how long we do pods now, I guess. But next week will probably be a little shorter because we're not doing full lists. We'll have to go over what we talked about for it. Hey guys, if you want to email us, it's MELLONfights, MELLON fights @gmail.com. MELLONfights @gmail.com. Email us. Have someone else email us. Do something. Do something for us.
Do something for our 2nd year anniversary.
2nd year anniversary. Do something for us, please. Please.
And I just want to say this real quick. Juan, thanks for sending us your video of your daughter.
Yes. Yes, I did want to talk about that. I didn't want to I know what we were allowed to talk about, but yes, he did send this. Go ahead.
He decided, since we talked so highly of She's the Man, to watch that with his children. And then she gave us a review. His daughter gave us a review. And
it was the sweetest video ever.
I loved it.
Oh my God.
much.
Miranda watched it with me. It's so funny. I liked her early thoughts and I liked her final thoughts. It sounds to me like she knows she was getting herself into, and by the end, when she started really talking it out through it, she loved it. That's what it sounds like to me. I think it's gonna be a repeat for her. I'd like to know if Juan liked it.
Yes, I would like to know that too.
Because he's a little old to see that for the first time, but I could see
him liking
her she seemed like she was there was parts she loved. She loved the kissing booth scene.
Kissing booth scene.
Genius, because that's a really good scene.
She
was a little uncomfortable with the implied nudity scene.
Exactly. She said that the cast saw it, so she was a little bit concerned, which is great.
Yeah, it was fun.
I loved it.
Yes, it was the best video ever. That made my day. Yes, that was awesome. That's what we need is more of that, fans. Obviously, we're not going to put that up because she's a child.
Exactly.
But we can talk about it and say we loved it.
Yes.
From 2002, Miranda sent this to us. Drew and Tara, not sure what day you're recording this week, but either Happy Easter or Happy Day after Easter. Some Easter questions. Would you rather be dressed up as Easter Bunny every day for a year and you have to live your daily life as normal in suit, or adopt 50 bunnies who have free reign over your living space? That's easy. Is to dress up as a bunny every day for a year, because I would not want 50 bunnies.
I just don't have enough space for 50 bunnies.
It just sounds disgusting. It smells like bunny. It's not fun to be dressed as Easter Bunny.
But bunnies don't really smell that much. I don't think
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
50 of them?
I don't know.
Stop it. They do.
You could just get a Roomba and they pick up all the poops.
No, 50, Tara. It's not going to be fun to be an Easter Bunny every day, but at least you can make it a bit. Be you could almost make a thing on TikTok. You're the Easter Bunny person. Mary F. kill Cadbury cream eggs, Starburst jelly beans, or Peeps. Well, you kill Peeps because Peeps taste like shit. I like Peeps, but you kill them. Here's the thing: I fuck a Cadbury cream egg because you can't eat all. Yeah, you can't eat that many of them. But I could maybe do 2 in a sitting, maybe. Normally it's just 1. Normally I do just 1, and then Starburst jelly beans. You could eat fucking bags every day. You could have a bag a day. It's funny. Miranda got me a little Easter thing and had me look around for it today, and she got me a little egg full of jelly beans. That was it. And I was excited. I said, "Thank you very much." And I was eating oh, this isn't enough. So then she ordered some stuff from Instacart or GoPuff or something today, and she got more jelly beans for me. I really didn't need them. I like them, but I didn't need them. Terry, Mary F. kill East. We agree on that, right? Yeah, 100%. Kill Peeps, Mary fuck Cadbury cream eggs, and then you marry the Starburst jelly bean because they're sweet and they're reliable. They're by far. I always try other jelly beans. They never are as good. No, they're never as good as the Starburst jelly bean. I agree. I mean, I like a black licorice jelly bean, but outside of that, I'm just saying. Get out of my face. Mary F. kill Easter Bunny, Santa, Tooth Fairy. Tough. Huh. What are they again? Easter Bunny, Santa, and the Tooth Fairy. I'm going to kill the Tooth Fairy because that ends at some point. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because you stop losing your teeth unless you're me. Yeah. Exactly. So Tooth Fairy, I agree. Kill Tooth Fairy.
It's not cute when
probably-
you're older and losing teeth, so people won't give you money.
Yeah.
For
No one gives you money.
You have
for
to
it.
give
actually
them
gotta
money.
pay a lot of money
Exactly.
to fix that issue.
Um,
I would probably kill Santa because you still get other gifts. You know,
You're killing
your Santa
Santa?
gifts?
Not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Tooth
listen.
Fairy? Okay.
I'm sorry, I'd fuck Santa.
Okay.
Because it's one night. You know what I mean? That one night. Plus, you get other. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Shit. You're right.
I want Santa. I want to marry Santa because he can gift me gifts all year round if we're married. He better. Easter Bunny.
Yeah, because then I'm living with a bunny.
Yeah.
That smells like shit.
And
You're
I
right.
just don't need candy at my
No, yeah, you're right.
all
It's
the
a
time. I don't
That's the
need
nice
it.
thing about Easter is you got to power.
You
gotta
eat
eat
your
that
whole
Easter
basket
all in one day.
One day.
Eat that whole basket in one day. So yes, you're right.
Yes.
Fuck Easter Bunny because eat the basket in one day.
You have
And then
to.
fuck Santa because Santa's like a lovely man.
You
He's
marry him.
cooking
You don't
with
fuck him.
You're right. You marry.
You marry
Santa. Did I say
him.
fuck
Yeah.
him? You fuck him too, though. If you're a good wife
Exactly.
or a good husband. You gotta fuck him. That's the only thing I've always wondered about marry, fuck, kill. You gotta marry the person you're married to. You should probably fuck him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
saying.
you have. Yeah.
So we should maybe change that for our next round and come up with what it means. We don't have time today because right now we're 34. But top 5 from 2002: "Come Away with Me" by Norah Jones, the album.
I like that.
guess.
It's good.
Monk,
Good.
number 4. Songs about Jane, Maroon 5. Mr. Deeds, number 2, and then Crocs.
Oh,
Crocs.
I didn't see that.
I'm actually a little surprised. The Wire didn't. She likes to sneak new things in, and it didn't hit for her. Okay. Nice. Honorable mentions. Crocs is a good one. Honorable mentions: A Walk to Remember, Chicago, Ice Age, Sweet Home Alabama, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Austin Powers Gold Member. I don't even like that one. Big Fat Liar, Made in Manhattan. Never liked Big Fat Liar. Made in Manhattan, 8 Crazy Nights, Cadet Kelly. Get a Clue. There was some good
I
Disney
didn't
movies. There was
look
Cadet
at-
Kelly. There's Cadet Kelly. There was also the basketball one with the twins where you just sent me the clip again. Always good
Always.
just to get that clip.
You
I don't
just-
care how many times I see it.
exactly.
Always send me
You
that
just
clip
gotta
if it
get
comes
it.
across your face. Get a Clue and The Wire. Almost made my list, but I haven't watched it all yet. Well, I feel like after this season, she's going to start getting there. So I didn't seem right to add it. That's fair. American Idol, Kim Possible, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Liberty's Kids, Ignition Remix. If R. Kelly wasn't a horrible human, this would be number 1.
Yeah.
It's still such a great song. I agreed. I actually somehow missed
I
that
did
it
too.
came out this year. So I thought we'd already done that, actually.
No,
Am I
I
wrong?
don't think so. Because I probably would have put it on my honorable.
2002. Yeah, I missed it, man.
I missed it too. Because that one is one.
I would have mentioned it like I mentioned Mel.
You know which
stuff,
one
you know?
I'm bummed I missed? I missed
that?
the Jesus Taro. Who was saying
don't got a lot of
that?
time.
Okay, I'll tell you next week.
Kelly, hold on. Hot in Here. Beautiful. 1,000 Miles. That's just to have it as like not even almost making the list is crazy, Miranda. It's an amazing song. I'm With You, Complicated,
Well, yeah,
Skater Boy, A Moment Like This, and Kelly Clarkson winning American Idol. Yeah, that's a good one.
that was good.
That's true. That is good. That's good to have Kelly Clarkson win.
Yeah.
Lose Yourself, Till I Collapse, Jenny from the Block. It's just good. Senorita, Cry Me a River, Rock Your Body, Justin Timberlake's debut of Solo Unjustified, Pink by Victoria's Secret. If I make this list as a teenage girl, this would be on my list. Good call. P.S. I listened to all of Cowboy Carter, and I loved it. Definitely worth a listen all the way through. Have you listened to it too?
I've listened to a lot of it, and I love it.
I haven't heard much of it. I'll get to it at some point. I do want to
It's
hear it.
good.
You liked it? You like it though?
Oh yeah, I really
One more
like the
quick email
song
from Jeannie.
with Miley. It's awesome.
Oh, I heard just the clip on it, and I didn't like the clip. It was annoying to me because I thought their voices clashed a little
I
bit.
think they
but
sound great together. I
I'll have
also
to
like
hear
the
it
one
in
with
full. I also heard it on a phone.
I also like the one with Post Malone, who mom called Tone Loc. She's like, I think he's doing a song with Tone Loc. I'm like, Tone Loc.
Oh, Jeannie says some shit. Oh, Tara, quick story.
Yeah,
Miranda will be pissed if I didn't tell you this. I'm delivering, right? I'm delivering some pizza for these people.
yeah.
And I'm talking there. I'm like delivering. I'm talking to the guy, or I'm delivering alcohol, I think, because it was taking a second because I had to scan his ID. And I'm not really. I can hear this kid saying something. I don't know what he's saying. I'm like, is that really you? Is it you? Are you real? Is that really you? I'm not really paying attention. I'm like, what the fuck's he talking about? And he goes, it's you. But he was saying a name. I didn't hear what he was saying. And he's like, you're Hodor. Tara, this motherfucking kid is like, is it really you? He thought I was Hodor.
True.
Hodor.
Hodor.
Hold the door.
Oh my god, he thought
This
you were
fucking, I don't know,
Hodor.
6, 7-year-old kid's like, is that really you,
Is that
Hodor?
really you?
First of all, he's too young to be watching Game of Thrones. First of all. Second of all, fuck you, bro. Calling me Hodor. And at the beginning of this, I'm telling myself I look like Jake Gyllenhaal.
And
but the truth is,
you're
I look like
Hodor.
fucking Hodor. The truth is, to a child, he thought I was the real Hodor. He's like, is that really you?
Is
Are
that
you really here?
What did his dad
Hodor.
say?
He was not really paying attention. And then I caught what he said and I started laughing. And then he laughed too. And I walked away because I was like,
You didn't respond to the kid like Hodor. You should have said Hodor.
No, because I was so thrown off. I'm like, I'm Hodor. And I got in the car and I looked at myself and I'm like, I am Hodor. Miranda's been giving me shit all fucking weekend. I'm like,
Hodor.
I'm goddamn Hodor
God.
now. Look at me. Tara, now am I Hodor
You're
to you?
Hodor.
Do you see it?
I do.
I'm Hodor.
Hodor. Is it you?
And my hair was out of control. And my size. I'm not as tall as Hodor, and I don't got a hog like Hodor, if you recall Hodor's hog in that show.
Well,
he comes running up nude at one point. It's flopping a lot. Hodor, no. Maybe that's what the kid was implying.
Yeah.
Enjoy last week's show from Jeannie. Hey, sorry about the miss on Jurassic Park. Not sure I even saw number 3. Yeah, that's right. She said Jurassic Park. Idiot. I don't have Instagram, but a friend. But you do have. What's it called now? Snapchat? Where'd that come from? We're friends on Snapchat now. I don't have Instagram, but friend customer showed me the clip featuring T in her hip shades and Ultimate Warrior. Oh, a coworker?
No.
Oh, customer. And hip shades and Ultimate Warrior double whacking move. Nice job, T. It's Halloween grade school parade all over again. Does she have a picture of that?
I don't think so.
Can you ask her?
I will, but
she's got to have a picture of it. She's got to have a picture of it. Easter reference. Christ died on the cross Friday. Day 1, yeah. Rose from the dead on Sunday, day 3, yeah. They're saying 3 days. Like, come on, 30 hours. Come on. Loved how much you loved Wonka. Can't wait to see it. Do hate Grandpa Joe is not in it. I am him in many ways. Mm-hmm. No, you're not. I'm worried you're the mom and you're the Munchausen going on. I picked Tenacious D over The Last Dance. Good pick. That movie did not hold up, but it is loved at the time by Tara. Glad you liked Graham's take. She loves her sports. I love your sports talk takes. Enjoyed that segment. 2002 favorites. The Wire. That's for your dad. He's going to rewatch it with me. It's awesome. So she's put it on her list. That's a wild move. Number 4, Come Away with Nora Jones. Number 3, Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. You're blowing my mind with this list. A show you haven't seen and you're a Spider-Man fan. I don't know about this. American Idol's number 2 and A Walk to Remember.
Oh my God, I forgot to say that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
I thought
good.
for sure you'd say that. Honorable mentions, 1,000 Miles, Vanessa. Honorable mentions, 1,000 Miles, Vanessa Carlton. Rosie O'Donnell came out. Cool. Crossroads, the Britney Spears, Zoe Saldana, and Taryn Manning.
She's so funny. She's just like Googling this
Why
shit.
You know 3 of them?
She's like, who's in that? I'm going to write that down.
Britney Spears, that's all we care about. Mrs. Low-rise jeans, how did they stay popular so long?
They're good for
Ever-present
me.
muffin top, pretty much regardless of size. The obsession looked good in the ridiculous cut. The worst. 2-year anniversary. Top 3 to 5 things going on with you that year. What year?
What was the thing?
2-year anniversary. Top 3 to 5 things going on with you that year. I don't know what she means. Do you?
No.
Top 3 to 5 things going on with you that year.
What year?
I don't know. The last year?
2003? Well,
no, 2-year anniversary. She's saying. I don't know what she's talking about, so we're not going to do it.
Well, we can ask her.
Nope. We got too many things already. I'm just going to say that. I don't want to do the top 3 things from a year from me that are going on for the last year. We already do every year. We're always doing years. What are we talking about? 2s. We're going to do all our favorite 2s. 5 top 2s. Don't forget, Tara. 5 top 2s. Or 5 2s, 5 duos, 5
number 2s.
Players that were number 2.
Yeah.
5 athletes. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Cool. Hey, Tara.
Hey, Drew.
Stay dry.
Stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Melon
Melon
fights.
fights. See you for the 2-year anniversary.
Yee.